or Lisa tells me I have 5 minutes, and those of you that know me know that's going to be kind of hard to do, but thank you. I was very surprised, honored, and humbled by this award. I want to thank Dr. Scherer. I think Dr. Richard Warner had a little something to do with this as well, and Dr. Honecker for the nomination. I next need to thank my mother and father. My father, who passed away last year at the age of 92, doing what he loved to do, working on the farm up to the last day. He instilled in me the work ethic and love of the land that I have. My mother, who was our first college graduate in our families, and also one of the first home extension agents that University of Kentucky hired back in the day, encouraged me academically and took me to the library when I was very young every week to check out books. You know, growing up on a tobacco farm, I never imagined I would end up working in the mining industry. I had more visions of working in outer space, growing up in that Star Trek generation in the 60s. Working in inner space was something I didn't imagine. However, it's actually the College of Agriculture that led me down that path. I tell the students and young engineers coming to work with us that you have many paths in your lives that you can take, and many opportunities that present themselves. When I was a senior walking through Ag North one day, there was a job fair going on, and hadn't really planned on stopping and talking to anyone, but there was a table there from Bethlehem Steel Corporation, mining operations in East Kentucky. And it caught my fancy. Perhaps it was the pictures of all the big toys that they had on the wall, big dozers and trucks and loaders. But I stopped and started chatting. I was curious why a mining company was exhibiting and looking for folks in the Ag College. And during that time period, they were actually looking for people to start reclaiming the land. This was in the middle 70s and during the start of large surface mining operations. And when they found out I was an engineer, they were more interested in me, and I went down to Jenkins, Kentucky for an interview where I met another gentleman who had a great influence on my life, Dave Zagier, who was the general manager there. I got to tour one of the first big mountaintop removal mine operations. I got to go underground and look at an underground longwall mine, and I was hooked. From there, I became a lifelong friend of Dave Zagier, and he became my mentor, and still is a friend and mentor today. And by virtue of that, I got to work in the two most politically incorrect industries in Kentucky, tobacco and coal. I want to thank my two daughters, too. My older daughter, Marty, used to tag along with me to my graduate courses. GT, and some of them remember her sitting in the back of the room as we went to some of those Friday night classes. And to both of my daughters who tagged along to the office with me on many days after school and evenings and weekends. So thank you all, and I want to thank UK for what it's done. UK's been a resource for me over the years, both when I was in school, when I was in graduate school, getting my consulting practice started, and the assistantships and support that I got there. The professors who have all been a resource for me over the years, the students and the numerous UK graduates that we've been able to employ over the years. So thank you, UK.